Good evening. This is Elizabeth Biker.
And I am Lexi Bouchard. We have many new reports about the nationalist uprisings around the world.
Recently in Latin America, nationalist leaders have started revolts to gain independence. One leader named Miguel Hidalgo, a Creole, kicked off Mexico's struggle for independence from Spain. Hidalgo was originally a priest who was accused of false practice. He has a bachelor in theology and mastered Indians' language and taught them skills to improve their economic condition. He gave a speech entitled Cry of Dolores, which exhorted Mexicans to rise up and throw off Spanish tyranny. Mexicans were unhappy with increased taxes and Spanish indifference to their plight. After the Mexican War of Independence, which the Mexicans won, Hidalgo was captured and executed. His head was cut off and put on a pole, which is now being displayed. Miguel Hidalgo is thought to be the symbol of Mexican independence.
Another leader in Latin America that was an asset to the nationalist uprisings was Toussaint Louverture. He was formerly an African slave or a peon. He was freed and taught to read and write. He is a smart, quick learner, and a quick thinker. Louverture believed that slaves were treated as things and not as people. He wanted change and saw that Haiti's resources were being exploited. Because of these strong feelings, Haiti fought against the French and Spanish for their freedom. Throughout this revolution, there were many hard battles and fires. 100,000 Africans revolted, and Louverture used the burned earth method to conquer Napoleon's army. This is the burned earth method that Louverture has used recently. The Haitians won their freedom, and Haiti became an independent nation.
Yet another nationalist leader who caused uprisings is José de San Martin. Right here is a photo of José de San Martin. Martin is a Creole who is involved in Argentina, Peru, and Chile. Martin has defeated the Royalist force with his army when they were 15,000 feet above sea level. José de San Martin has also recently won the Battle of Maipú, and his army has conquered Peru. It is easy to say José is an asset to the revolutionary movement in South America. Although José de San Martin has had many positive impacts during the revolution, he went into voluntary exile and he is now moved to France, but he still gives his moral support to the defenders of American sovereignty. An interesting fact about Martin is he refused a dictator opportunity in Chile.
Recently in Germany, Otto von Bismarck, known as the Iron Chancellor, expressed his feelings for wanting to make Germany a unified country. He did so by using the blood and iron method, and he did whatever it took to expand his power. Blood and iron means that Bismarck would not hesitate to use war to achieve his aims of unifying Germany. To start the blood and iron method, he started 2 unnecessary wars, which he won. This just in. We have just received news that he has won his 5th and final war. This war was between France and his own side, Prussia. Bismarck stirred up this war by sending a fake telegram from a German prince to a ruler in France. He made it look like both countries had insulted each other. The 4 not yet unified South German states blamed France for the situation. German armies invaded France and surrounded Paris. A large French army, under the personal command of Napoleon III, was defeated, and the emperor was taken prisoner. Paris just surrendered. The Germans had won a quick and total victory. France now has to pay a large sum of money to Germany. Keep listening for the next few weeks to find out more about the outcome of this final war.
Recently in Italy, a man by the name of Count Camillo di Cavour combined forces with national advocates for independence. Italy is currently going through a rebirth, which is aiding them in unifying their large country. Cavour is nicknamed as the Brain and used to be the Prime Minister of Piedmont. Giuseppe Mazzini is another man involved in the unification of Italy. This is a picture of Mazzini. Recently, Mazzini has created an organization dedicated to uniting Italy in the causes of democracy and social reform. Mazzini calls this group of people Young Italy. Even more recently, Mazzini has promoted the Party of Action, which is a campaign that is hoping to rid Italy of Austrian influences. Unfortunately, Mazzini's plans have failed, but his effort of igniting Italian nationalism remains critical to the hopes of Italy. Mazzini has gained the nickname of the Spirit.
The last man that aided in revolutionary uprisings was Giuseppe Garibaldi. He is known as the Sword because of his tough fighting strategies. And here is a picture of Giuseppe Garibaldi. He was willing to die for Italian reunification. He led a small army of red-shirted patriots into Sicily. He led these red shirts into Naples. He finally secured the independence of southern Italy from its weak French Bourbon rulers. After his invasion of Sicily, he has just headed up to Italy in Rome and turned over his power to Victor Emmanuel.
Even though Italy has 3 strong and powerful men trying to unify their country, there is still a block in making unification complete. The Pope is now refusing to recognize the new Italian state, and voting criteria is excluding a majority of Italians from participating in the political sphere. Although Italy is unified externally, the internal portion of the country is struggling with this unifying greatly.
Thanks for watching, and thank you for choosing this channel for your go-to station.
Stay tuned for next week to hear more about the nationalist uprisings and have a great evening.